All right, 8th graders, our first lesson in chapter 3 is about solving two-step equations, okay? So the difference is, before when we had an equation, we had just the number and the variable, we had a coefficient and then the answer. You know, we had questions like this, negative 4n equals 32.
Yeah.
Right? And then you would divide by negative 4 on both sides. And find n is negative 8, right?
Why am I thinking of 6?
Okay? Or we would have like a question like this. 38 plus n is equal to negative 5. Right? And then you'd have to add to get rid of the number on the left side. So you have to add the opposite to get the n by itself. Get rid of this. How do you make it 0?
Okay,
How do you get rid of it?
You add negative 38.
Right, add negative 38 to positive 38. And that gives us 0 next to n, which gets the n by itself on the left side. And you have to add negative 38 to this side. Negative 5 plus negative 38. Negative 43. So n is negative 43. Okay. Whoops, negative 43.
It looks like an 8 from here.
Now, if we combine these two concepts, so in other words, we put 4n, negative 4n, plus 38 on one side, and then let's put, let's see, I think, let's try this. Let's see if that works. Yeah.
Okay, so we add negative 38.
So we would do the same thing. We're doing this, but we're doing them to solve one equation rather than solve two different equations. Okay?
Oh, we have to divide.
No, we have to add first. We're going to get rid of the number.
What about PEMDAS?
Wait. Start on the side with the variable. We're not, PEMDAS is for when it's all numbers. There's no variables in PEMDAS. Not yet anyway, that's not what we're doing.
Not
Okay?
yet?
Yeah. That's not what we're doing, guys. We are solving this equation. First thing, we have to get rid of the number. So that's where we have to start. That's the first step, is to add something to both sides.
Negative 38.
Again, add the same number. Okay? It's going to get 0. We add negative 38 to this side. Negative 44. What do we have left on the left side?
Negative 4.
We still have the negative 4n. So you bring that down. And so negative 4n equals negative 44. Now what?
You need to add. Oh, n
No.
equals negative 40.
No.
Why not?
Come on, Dylan. What do we need to do next? What do we do in this one? Divide by?
Divide by both sides things person.
Divide both sides by negative 4.
Yeah, another one.
Nope, positive, isn't it?
N
It
equals
is 11.
11.
N equals 11.
See, I told you it was an equal, or it was an equal 11.
You said 10.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
I didn't.
Okay. Now, let's go back to our examples. So the first thing you need to do is to get the variable, or the variable term, that's what this is. A term means that it's a variable and its coefficient. Okay? What's the coefficient of n in this one? Remember that word, coefficient? Dylan.
Is it?
Look up here.
Is it bud?
Hey, what's the coefficient of n? 2. Yep, it tells you how many n's there are, right? Coefficient of n is 2. We need to get this by itself first when we're solving, okay? So that's why we have to get rid of the negative 5. Start by adding 5 to this side and the other side, and then divide by 2 to get n equals 6. Now, another thing you have to do is check these. There can be a decimal, yeah, you can find a number with a decimal. It may not always be a whole number. Take a look at the check. Once you get the solution, don't stop whistling. Once you get the solution, then you have to put it into the original equation to check it. Okay? Now, Isaac, this is where you have to remember the order of operations. Because now we have all numbers in this equation. So we put the original equation together with the solution to see if it is true. 2 times 6 is 12 minus 5 is 7, right? So it's true. That's what you have to find. Now, let's go over to this one. This one has a fraction in it. Again, we have to get the variable term by itself, the x over 3 term. So we have to get rid of the negative 9. Add 9 to get 0. Add 9 to the other side. Look, Sean. 0 plus 9 is 9. So what's left is x over 3. We brought that down to here. Equals 9. Now, to get rid of the x over 3, we have to multiply by 3. Right? We have to multiply by this reciprocal. That then leaves us with 1x. Because 3 times 1/3 is 1. We have to multiply by 3 on the other side. Because whatever you do on one side, you have to do on the other side. And that shows you 1x is 27. X is 27. Right? And then check it. Put 27 in place of x in the original equation. And you get 9 minus 9 is 0. So it's true. Okay? You see that? All right.
Yeah.
Go to your book. And let's go through a couple of these together. Oh, that's right. Jack took my owner's manual.
LOL.
All right, start with number 2.
He's dead.
2.
Isaac, what's number 2?
2 is 2n plus. Didn't we do that?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
So write down 2n minus 5
Oh, yeah.
on your assignment and do it from memory.
What's your assignment?
2, number 2.
That's our whole assignment, Josh. You're
Right,
not
so
gonna.
start. Come on. A little faster.
I'm hurrying up. Hurrying
Here's your assignment.
Page
Look,
122.
do this first one from memory. 2n minus 5 equals 7. Show all the steps. Okay? Page 122.
I'm the best.
Minus 5
The
equals
best.
7. Now check it.
I wanna check something.
So then 2 times 6. No, not the x.
There.
Use a dot.
Very.
Now check it.
I just did.
Oh, good. Okay, then start with number 4.
I'm
Go to
guessing
number
it's
4.
It's 2 to something evens.
Number 4.
Y.
No,
2.
here's why. Because you put, yeah, -5. It should be, you have to do -5 plus 5. To get 0. Remember, you want to get 0. Okay.
I see. Yeah, it's support.
Number 4. Wait, did you finish this?
You would have said like.
No, finish this.
Oh.
So 2n equals what?
2n equals 7 plus. Which must we?
2n equals 12. So by 2. Don't use the division sign, use the same sign as a fraction.
Mr. Muskie, this is what you do, right? Like after you like
Well,
or
I'll show you. Okay, so we have to get rid of the 5 at -5.
where's my calc? Where's my calc?
Then add -5.
Jeez.
So y over 2 plus 0 equals -17.
Okay.
Right?
I'm confused.
Yep.
I have that.
Good. Now we have to get rid of the y over 2. We have to get rid of the 2.
Yep.
If it's over 2, we have to multiply by 2 over 1. That's the reciprocal. We're looking for this, where we have a number on the top, number on the bottom, same number, that equals 1. 2 over 2 is 1. We want to be able to cross those out and write 1. Now we have
Oh.
1's all around the y. 1 times y is y. 1 times 1 is 1. Y divided by 1 is y. So y
Why do you need why? Tell me why. Why?
is equal to,
There.
What? if we multiply by 2 on this
Okay,
side,
it was right.
you have to multiply by 2 on this side.
That's right, I did it.
So it's -34.
Every time I
Y times 2 is, or -17 times 2 is -34.
Now to check.
Now to check.
No.
-34 divided by 2
Is that
Plus
is -6?
5 is -12. Well, that's
It's
-17 plus
Plus
5,
5 is,
which is
True.
-12. True, true.
Doing the best.
Okay. Any questions?
I got one.
Any questions at all?
yeah.